Hmm.
Brief history of sorcery still hasn't
Just in
been
case.
returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
Actually, let me just see.
Torjageta, friend. Indeed you may.
Okay. I don't think she's gonna bother me if I don't bring it back.
Now this is valuable.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Headless Nick. Okay. Philosophy of Death.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read these.
Sometimes I think
There's a
these
lot
books
to
sprout
be
little
read
legs
here.
in the night.
So rather than read all of them, we'll just take the skills that they're giving us. That's it.
We'll place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. Mayhem.
That would give us nothing. But whatever.
We'll place this book here. A volume of poetry among novels. Urak. Mayhem.
Oh. Geomancer. Okay. Who has Geomancer as a skill?
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Nobody.
But where's the
Alright, well, we'll hold
third
on to
one
that for
gone?
now.
Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
That's not what I meant to do. Hey.
Kajdinar.
Oh, we already had this book.
Brief history
Never
of
mind.
sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine.
This might be just for reference for us if we wanted to actually read. What else we got here?
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Pirate's Life.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom. Stentaken.
Seven grant abundance.
Propensity for all things naughty, hasn't
Okay, dude. Relax. Found a book, listening to some tried and true jokes. Maybe we could put it used to it.
Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak. Mayhem.
Oh. I think that's.
Daemon Daemonium. More prey.
I think we're good there.
The knight in see-through armor. Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom.
Hmm. I don't want that key, but probably not a good idea to steal in front of these people.
What? Oh, it's you! What news?
go with 4. We never did finish talking to this guy.
My dear girl, my darling adopted daughter, my pride and joy. I introduced her to my library when she was a girl. She quickly proved that the preconceptions we humans hold of orcs as savage beasts are patently false. If you're looking for something special, just ask. She knows every book by heart. Papa's smart little cookie.
Go with 4.
Oh yes, the Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply fantastic? I'm sure they'll get the job done in no time, especially with your expert hand lent to their cause. That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice regarding how to destroy it. He's the mad scientist who crafted it after all. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you? Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking about the place. I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch.
It's
and
a
it sat
cat.
through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye. I've always been more fond of cats myself.
You're so dumb. Oh my god. I'll take my leave. This guy is just way too old. I can't believe he's the mayor of this town. You need a retirement, my friend. So, we actually got a couple things that we can do already. He asked us about a staff. We can go do that. Fabulous 5. We gotta go talk to the... Alright, so let's start at the bottom. We gotta jump up and talk to some statues. We haven't found any statues yet. Can't do that. Murders. We gotta go talk to... Suspect is Jake. Doubts that could first. Perhaps we should talk to her ourselves. Stop. We also can't investigate this without talking to the captain of the guard. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah, we gotta go talk to this captain guy, so that's 2 quests with that. Haven't found anything in regards to your missing sheep yet. Gotta talk to the wizard dude. Conrad. So we can go do that one right now. Conrad's down there. Back at the boats. Not here. I think it was this one.
Well, what is it?
Yeah, unfortunately we weren't able to save the boat. Didn't have a rain spell.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicile?
The captain took the judge's
He has
fiddle
gear,
to
too.
joyride.
Alright.
He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yethalgore anymore?
1 second.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky
Oh, he has
charm
rain.
loves him.
That could have been useful.
We're 500 yards of my loving nature.
Okay.
Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
No, it ain't.
Hmm.
Straight to the bubble back.
Uh,
And don't forget the time he got
what do you know about the staff of
a love note to
Pergamon?
Aye, that Cecil's worse than a rooster. Crowing all around town about matters he ought to know are better kept quiet. Well, if you know about the staff, I suppose you also know it's gone without a trace. For my part, I haven't a clue where it could have gone. Overboard, stolen, or vanished into thin air. Though I'm quite eager to see it return, I've got a reputation to uphold, you know. Wouldn't hurt to ask some of my men. I tried myself, but sailors tend to be a bit tight-lipped when they're afraid of getting one another in some trouble. Seaman's code, you know. Not to rat out a fellow sailor.
Charm loves him.
I wouldn't let all within 500 yards of my luggage.
That doesn't really help me.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
Okay.
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
That didn't really help me.
Is that Bert?
And don't forget the time he got... Yes, sir. As fine as sauce. Here, in Seal. Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on,
What do you know about the
chooses
staff of
this one.
Pergamon?
Was too busy dodging fireballs to notice anything myself. But ask around a bit. Could be one of the other men spied something I didn't. The time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride.
That sauce? Here in Seal? Duh. Of all that cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
What do you know about the staff of Pergamon?
Now you mention it, I noticed Dietmar, a fellow merchant travelling with us, carrying a sealed box off the ship during the attack. At the time, I figured he was just escaping with his personal effects. But it could well have been that staff you're talking about.
Do you know anything about a certain Theatamar?
Well, sure, I saw him slip off the ship, but I haven't a clue where it could possibly be now. Captain Conrad's the man to ask for such matters.
Ah, we gotta go talk to Conrad now. Huh. Oh,
Heard anything about
better
the
start
whereabouts
talking,
of
dude.
the magic stick yet?
One of your men saw Theatamar make off with a package.
What? That weasel has it for sure. But I'll tell you this. I didn't speak of that stuff to a soul on board. If he's the one who took it, he must have known it was on the ship before stepping foot on her decks. I'm sure he'll make a run for it, probably by boat. I'd look for him on an out-of-sight beach somewhere. He's probably there now trying to launch a vessel in private. If he hasn't already escaped, that is.
Okay, I'll take my leave.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthel Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire
So-
really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
Basically just follow the shore, right?
I should have done this from the very start.
Halt! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Captain's orders. Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation?
Open the gate, please.
You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. You may have the right number of champions in your party, yet in experience, I think you're lacking. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out?
I guess not. On second thought, let's leave the gate closed for now.
Thank you for heeding my words of warning, Hunter. Sicil needs you alive and well.
I guess we'll go through one of the other quests until doing this one. I think that's the game's way of saying, like, you're not ready yet. Okay, let's go here. Check out what's inside this place.
Any takers? Come on, you chickens!
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Hmm.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold.
Okay.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Hmm.
Anybody?
Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. Quite a bit more petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia, as my memory serves.
So, which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case.
Hmm.
No matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, I'm sure the Order sent the individual with the next highest probability of success. Yeah?
Okay. Who are you?
Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised you haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unslakable thirst. A simple pinch of Atropa belladonna in her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of cicuta de glacie on the tongue. Not to mention that it's been my guidance that has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to make quite a name for herself around Sicile of late.
Anybody?
So your apprentice has enjoyed some success.
For his very existence.
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use of a revolutionary healing method she refuses to share with her own master. She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
Revolutionary healing method. Can you elaborate?
She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing, but she won't let me take the briefest look at it. She claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town, Silverglen by name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say. But with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn the truth myself.
Very existence?
Let's discuss your apprentice Evelyn.
Well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exacting manner when it comes to making difficult medical decisions. I expect she'll be a very successful healer in her own right when the time comes. She is learning from the best, after all.
Okay, let me ask you about the affairs around,
Certainly, what would you like to know?
You know anything about Jake's murder?
The counselor. Terrible loss, that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devoted civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife, Esmeralda, were hardly a secret, you know.
What can you tell about the plague of undead?
I've applied myself to that problem for 2 years and still haven't come a step closer to solving it. I declare it an act of the Almighty's, if I believed in such things. Some events, Source Hunter, can be neither controlled nor understood by mere men.
Mysterious healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic. So, which of you is more
Wait,
deserving
what?
of life? Come,
So, F5. Companion quest, I think.
That relic of Evelyn's the so-called healing crystal. I've seen one like it before, and by the Patriarch's pockets. It's a relic of Source. One look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good, but a bloodstone through and through.
A bloodstone, you say? Tell us more.
I know I'm not the most, well, circumspect sort of source hunter, but in this case, I feel we ought to tread carefully. Bloodstone is so named for a reason, you see. What starts as a pretty gem is corrupted by 6 sorcerers who infuse it with the blood of the slain. If that stone is what I suspect, I wouldn't trust Sasseel's so-called healers any more than I trust a pyromancer on a wooden boat.
Okay.
What's taking Tenderfoot so long?
There was something back here. That. No, I haven't checked this. We actually picked up a bunch of crafting stuff. She's our crafter. What recipe we got here? We don't really have a use for any of that. Belt. This is all with the pearl stuff. Any knife and an anvil. Interesting. We have a knife. There's an anvil outside the town. Try that. Okay. I could. Arrow shaft. Okay, let's function at 5.
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite. Are you sure you want to disturb it?
Well, it's a grave, so probably not. No, that would be an insult to death.
And a disgrace to whomever is maintaining this gravesite, too.
You step away from the grave.
Okay. Go in here.
Anybody? Neither of you cares to plead for his very existence?
A tone soothing a corpse's troubled mind.
Excuse me? This is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Sevens you think you are barging in here? Out, I say, right this instant.
Okay, lady.
Soothing a corpse's troubled mind. Can't have gotten far.
Go with 1. Tell me about
I'm
yourself.
sorry. It's this task. I'm just... Who am I to meddle with life and death this way? I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing. But this decision feels like precisely the opposite. I have but 1 healing stone, you see, and 2 direly wounded men who need it. I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation, but perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed source hunter. Surely you are more accustomed to weighing life and death than I.
Tell me more about the patients.
What would you like to know?
Okay, I'd like to know about Boris.
One of the brave few willing to traverse the trade routes plagued by the undead. A young man, but excellent in matters of business, before he fell victim to an orcish club in the north, that is. Thankfully for him, a cattle trader found him, nearly dead, but not quite so, and brought him here straight away.
I'd like to know more about Stephen.
Quite the venerable staple of Seal, Stephen, and recently blessed with his third grandchild. He was leading a crew of builders when a stray beam struck him in the temple, and only a few days shy of his last day of work before retirement, no less. Nearly everyone in Seal is familiar with grinning Stephen, and, as you can imagine, he's quite dear to his family.
About your healing stone.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded. But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously.
I'm ready to make my decision.
I thank you a million times for your help. Who have you decided should receive the healing stone?
I shall realize soon enough that a little party tricks hardly make grave responsibilities.
So with Boris. Boris, life has just begun. We can't cut short now. We should receive the stone.
Yes. Boris deserves to experience all the pleasures of life that Stephen has already enjoyed. Boris it is? Yes, I'll deliver the stone. I'm glad we'll get to save one man, but my heart breaks for the other.
Can't we just, like...
No, this is highly unusual. What is this? This lightning!
What the hell just happened?
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all.
Okay.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? 2 Rivalonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Oh, yes. Proper introductions. Zixex, the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be.
Okay.
As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though? That's a rather more interesting question. On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
At last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
How can time come to an end?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens, and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
That imp might be quite mad.
Then we better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
A black hole and a dragon.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's... The portal has become active. Fantastic. Astounding. Onward we should go.
Thinking that. Bottle of beer. Sort by type. Wait, where's my bottle of beer? Nope.
A snippy time, eh, my friends?
Oh wow. Plus 5% healing.
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be? You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Can we first discuss what we just witnessed through your looking glass?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
You believe we are somehow connected? Oh.
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
What lies beyond this portal?
Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered. In fact, every last question that ever plagues your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Okay, through the portal then.
After you, after
Okay, bud.
You first. But yes, just as I hoped.
And he's off.
It seems the imp has spotted exactly who and what he'd hoped to find here.
Well, that's interesting. We don't really need more of those, but why not?
Could it be, milady? The weaver of time? Mother of history? Author of all that has ever been?
Indeed, Sir Imp. As surely as you are he who chronicles all that I weave.
Astounding! Unbelievable! I have so many questions for you, so much to ask, so much to say.
You have brought guests, I see. Strange. Very strange guests.
My reaction exactly, milady. It was their arrival here at the end of time that instigated my finding you. But why? Surely you must know.
This is a question better put to our guests themselves. Tell us, how did you arrive upon this plane?
It was a stone. A strange stone that zapped us from where we stood in Rivlon, this plane among the stars.
A stone? So, it was a stone that caused the great shock of energy that brought you here, and it infused you with new life as well. Is that so?
Yes, that's just what happened. Have you seen it before?
Not like this, no. What happened to you is unique in all my work. Never had I experienced something so contrary to my nature. To weave something I had not seen, had not expected. Life does not simply spring into existence, you see. But yours has. You appeared before me from the moment you came into contact with that stone. Starstone. I now know it to be called.
But, Madam Weaver, how is it possible? Do you not see all? Have you not woven all that is and could ever be into your tapestry?
Like the stones, your guests are a mystery to me. I see them before me in this world, but their likenesses appeared not upon my tapestry until they revived the stone. Source hunters. It would seem that yourselves and Starstone are inextricably linked. Why and how, I cannot say, but I do believe that finding more stones will reveal to me who you yourselves truly are.
What is this Starstone exactly? Where does it come from?
Starstone is not what it seems, Source Hunter. Its true nature must be part of a greater secret, a secret lost even to me. Do you see what violence my work has suffered? What wounds lay upon the tapestry of time?
Mysteries of all time, gaps in history. Oh, how they've tormented me for eons.
It would appear that Starstone transforms at your touch, granting me new thread by which to mend the tapestry. Thus, it restores time itself.
I see. What the void would shrink, Starstone restores.
Yes. Though I cannot explain why this Starstone is the antidote to the void's ravishment of our realm. If we do not restore time, if we do not discover the true nature of these stones, the void will consume us all.
Okay. If these stones can heal history, we must seek them out.
Indeed you must, though I may not yet understand why. It seems that you and you alone can unlock the powers within Starstone. Yet we are not the only entities who know these stones to be so much more than pretty gems.
Why, of course, that's what they were doing. I have recorded their doings, you see. Collectors of Starstone, more and more by the day. Now I understand. They'd keep the stones from our reach. They'd prevent the mending of time.
Without these stones, Hunter, there will be no Rivalon. The entire tapestry will crumble. Even this plane will fall victim to the Void's insatiable hunger.
That shall never be, milady. As sure as Zix comes before Zax, we will put a stop to it. First we mend the tapestry, then we stop the void. Please, our most mysterious guest, are you ready? Are you willing? Will you hunt out the stones? Will you help us restore what has been lost?
Sure.
I am the last chest, the last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
A talking chest. Dialogue with this girl is scary.
Not but a moment ago, we were hunting Source in Rivalon, and now we're being told that we alone can prevent the end of time by way of some magical stones. What do you make of it?
I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
You can't deny our reaction to Starstone. There must be something up all of this. Flawless. Mad as it may seem.
Still, it's quite a leap from finding a strange stone to placing the world's salvation on our shoulders.
I've got something for you if you're up to the challenge.
What?
The glint in your gaze and the set of your brow suggest to me that you've not given up on our dear old Rivalon. Not just yet.
Okay.
No, with you searching out Starstone, I believe we'll mend the tapestry in no time. We'll find out just who you are and how exactly to send the void back to wherever it came from. But you'll need a way to travel between Rivalon and this homestead, won't you? Who wouldn't want to see what fantastic changes your search will yield? And who knows what the Weaver might discover about you? Luckily, the power of portals is known to you, so I'll let you in on the little secret of how to transport back and forth from the end of time. Just, don't go sharing it around. Never know who we can trust these days. Off you go, then. You've Starstone to find, and I've a tapestry to examine. Surely there must be some clue here as to how on earth you're related to the end of time.
Okay. The Weaver of Time said our finding Starstone helps her weave the tapestry once more. How is that possible?
Cross my heart, hope to fade in the void. I honestly don't know. But ask her. If she claims it is so, perhaps she knows why.
Okay, take my lead.
Before you go, Source Hunter, a final word. Once you return to Rivalon, there will be someone waiting for you. My agent. My eyes and ears upon your world. I hope he'll be able to help you as much as he can. Time, I need hardly remind you, is of the essence.
Okay.
How welcome you are upon this realm, our most honored guest. I hope you begin to find this place more familiar than it may yet seem.
Pixie dust. Okay. Please tell me about yourself, madam.
In the ethereal threads of eternity, do I record the deeds of gods and men, of beasts and spectral apparitions, the drift of continents through changing seas, the rise and fall of empires, The shift of every grain of sand on every beach, the fall of every raindrop on every world, the all but imperceptible touch of lovers' hands. This and all I chronicle without fault. Except, it seems, you. Ask and I shall answer, if I can.
Let's just go. I don't think she has, like...
I assume you address me for a reason, so let the hunt...
Did not mean to click on you, dude. Oh. Harbor? There we go. Now we could just teleport.
Source Hunters, I welcome you once again to the realm of Rivellon after your travels through the chasms of space. Nice to have found a shelter, wouldn't you agree? Where you can come to no harm. I know the imp historian has told you about his agent on Rivellon, and that agent is I. So now that you know of the alliance between me and Sir Zigzags, let us turn to the business at hand. Starstone.
Okay. Let us do so indeed. I would greatly value Zigzag's advice. Well, actually, hold on. I got no money for any of this, right? Yeah. Okay.
And I'll be delighted to give it. Dark webs are being woven around these parts, and it is my firm belief starstones are the flies the sorcerer spiders are trying to catch. It can therefore hardly be a coincidence that Councillor Jake was a collector of the stones we seek. His foul murder and the plight of dying time must somehow be interconnected. That means the task you have been given remains crucial. Find the assassin that did away with Jake, for you're bound to stumble upon Starstone along the way.
How did you find out Jake was a Starstone boy?
While you were being lectured by our friend the historian and the grande dame of time, I snuck into his house and had a look around. The advantage of being a cat, you know. You go where you please with impunity. And sometimes the lady of the house even rewards you with a slice of fresh herring. That's where I saw them in a cabinet. Mere slivers, but specks of starstones nonetheless. They lay there, silent and innocent, though bloody murder may have been committed in their name.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rock.
How did you become Zigzags' agent?
I met him first, a long time ago, out in the wastes of Youthful Gore. He wondered aloud what on earth a cat was doing out there in the scorching desert, then shared what little food and water he had with him. So I told him who I was and showed him my human form. He laughed and marveled and told me stories about his travels. In the end, he even shared his great sorrow with me. The unspeakable thing you saw through his looking lens. I was awed and frightened, but swore to help him in any way I could. As of now, that includes helping the two of you.
Why is it so particularly nice for us to have found shelter somewhere?
Don't we all long for a sanctuary where our worldly troubles can be held at bay? A bed or a basket so snug it becomes, in a word, safety. But perhaps I speak only for myself, not for veterans such as yourselves that by necessity call any patch of ground they rest upon home. Like any cat worth its salt, though, I deeply cherish a secret refuge unbeknownst to anyone. To be able to repose without a care is such a precious circumstance, save it all too seldomly.
I wonder, do you put absolute credits in the word zigzags? Time, void, and again?
Let me phrase it like zigzags might. A universe without time is like a pen without ink. A pointless instrument stripped of the potential of creation. It is void. It is death. It is nothing. I'll not pretend to have all the answers, all that I understand, all that is happening here and out there among the stars, but I do know I'd rather err on the side of caution. If Zigzags worries, I worry. We are talking about a creature, after all, that has reclined among the divines as nonchalantly as you and I lays beside the hearths of home.
Okay, I'll take my leave.
Oh, before you go, here, take this teleporter pyramid. A handy toy indeed that Zigzags asked me to give to you. You'll need the other one too if you want to make use of its powers, but alas, I seem to have misplaced it. Don't worry though. Use this one here and it'll take you straight to its twin.
1 second, guys, I got a call I have to take.
As soon as we're packed up.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Steady, boys, steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're packed up.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Side sail, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
seals, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
Size sails, shiver me timbers and sliver me heels.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, dude. Really important call I had to
Plenty
take.
of fish in the sea.
Now that this matter has been settled, hunters, I shall detain you no longer. But rest assured, I'll do my share of hunting too. So if you spot a white cat during your travels, do stop to say hello.
Okay.
I can't even smell the sea air over this rot.
Okay, we got some quest stuff here.
Unknown to all time, are you? Leave it to an imp to try to fill our minds with all manner of magical gobbledygook. I'll tell you who you are. Source hunters, members of the most esteemed order in Rivellon. Here to find out and grind out every last speck of dark magic in the realm. There, the enigma is solved.
I don't know if it's that simple. What if Zigzag says it's true and we are affecting the tapestry of time? I certainly want to know more.
What are you? You think I'm... No, comrade. You can keep the honor of being the object of the Space Imp's special interest all to yourself.
It sucks because, like, our chick is not speaking these words, but when the door respond to that, Scarlet Rare said, there, Medora, just because you aren't unknown to all time doesn't make you less special to us.
I just hope this fancy of yours doesn't interfere with your real job, or have you forgotten that little detail already? You're a source hunter first, last, and always, comrade.
How intolerable it is to think that all the knowledge of the world is being gathered by an imp. A creature that is no more than the result of a demon's bowel movement imbued with the breath of life.
Jesus, dude. Racist much?
Yet I am a tad jealous of that jabbering little jester. To know all. It is a consummation devoutly to be wished.
There's no such thing as too much knowledge. We are lucky to have found Zigzag. Zigzag?
Steady, boys.
You'll rue the day you lend your trust to anything that is demon-touched. But this particular specimen, it delights in scholarship. A quality, I must admit, that highly speaks to its advantage.
Agreed. Emperor, no, he is the best shot we have to attain that which you so devote to wish.
Let us learn, Hunter, whether you like it or not, and through wisdom grow ever more mighty.
Okay. So, he gave us a thing that's supposed to take us to this thing.
I can't even
My gods! What is going on here? First I have to shoo away a creeping white tomcat, and now there's a perfect stranger in my bathroom. Get out, will you?
This is a curious mix-up. No, I'll pick quite the story to tell tomorrow. Go with 2. Oh, she's a charm 7? Oh, damn. Oh, that's so bad. We are so gonna lose this argument. We only get a 2? That's bad. Oh, we lost.
Little mix-up indeed. I don't know what you and that horrible little imp are planning, but leave my bathroom out of it.
You said imp, it says street cat.
Out! Now, if you please! This room is
eyes on the
private.
prize.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm out. I'm out. I'm sorry for interrupting your bath, my lady. Whoopsie.